vlog. It feels like the calm before the storm. So it's Monday now. My husband has his photography exhibition on Saturday in Venice. We have to print all of the prints. He's printing them himself. Package them up for transport on the train tomorrow. Do a bunch of other miscellaneous things that I completely overlooked and did not know that we would have to do. And then once we get to Venice, we have to frame them, hang them up perfectly, and then we have a couple of events leading up to the exhibition on Saturday. I'm equally anxious and excited. I'm so grateful for him, or so excited for him, and he's so deserving of this. This is all about Iran and his time growing up in Iran, and he's also using some of his father's photography from Iran in the 1980s. So it's just going to be an incredible exhibition. I will share a little bit with you once it's all set up, but it's just a lot going on. If you are in that world at all, you know how many little things that you need to take care of. So it's stressful but fun and really, really exciting. I feel like this is the beginning of a new chapter for him. So with that, I'm traveling again, which always gives me a little bit of anxiety regarding my health. But to update you on that, I am in a week post antibiotics. So if you don't know, a little background, I've been treating hydrogen dominant SIBO. I tested positive for that in February, and I did 2 weeks of rifaximin. And it was rough while I was taking it, but ever since I stopped, I've been feeling so good. I noticed a big difference in my symptoms already. My bloating is pretty much non-existent now. I didn't even notice bloating before. I've never been somebody to really care about bloating. I understand bloating is a normal part of the human experience. I never really paid attention to it, but looking at my stomach now compared to before, it's definitely a lot more chill. So there was a difference. I do think I successfully got rid of the SIBO, but now the goal is to make sure it doesn't come back, because it can often come back if you're not really careful about what you eat and what you do after the SIBO treatment. So SIBO was not the root cause of all of my gut issues. I think I either had SIBO slowly developing over the last couple years, or I got SIBO while I was in the Dominican Republic and I had a stomach bug. I think that really messed up my gut. But I'm on a good path now, and I've been sleeping the last 7 nights so well, which is rare for me. Usually my symptoms come up at night, and they have been a lot lately. Just making sure it's recording, because earlier I filmed a whole clip recording this, but it was the front facing camera. I'm trying to film with the back camera more, but I have anxiety because I keep filming in the wrong direction. Okay. So yeah, I feel really good after I finished the rifaximin. I had a normal week. I slept normal hours. I just feel like myself again, but I'm still staying away from high FODMAP foods. So I'm on a low FODMAP diet until 4 weeks. So 3 more weeks of this, which means in Venice, I'm gonna have to be extra careful. I'm not gonna freak out if I mess up. It's not so black and white like that. If I accidentally have something in a dish that isn't low FODMAP, it's not the end of the world. It's just about overall consistency. So I'm trying to remind myself of that. But yeah, I'm really excited. I feel like I'm on a new chapter myself with this healing, and I think I see the light at the end of the tunnel, guys, because if this SIBO was hanging around for a while, it was causing the bile to reflux and really preventing my gastritis from healing. So if I finally cracked the code to what was causing the bile reflux, I may actually be able to finally heal the gastritis. I have a really good supplement stack right now. I'll kind of walk you through what I'm doing. Actually, I want to save that for the next video, because this vlog, it's going to be long. It's going to be a lot of stuff and a lot more lifestyle stuff. So I'm going to save the supplements for next week, but let's have a good week, a productive week. Let's not have a panic attack, Sarah. You're gonna be okay. Everything's fine. We're on the road to Venice. This is our lunch today. We're having salmon and rice. Just a typical salmon and rice. We got some smoked salmon from IKEA and some rice chips. And we're making it work. And we're stopped here while we're charging our car, which takes forever, apparently. Beautiful. From Venice. I'm just heading out the door now. It's Friday morning. We got here Wednesday afternoon and I haven't had really a second to do anything besides work on this exhibition. I did most of the work yesterday and now we're just hanging the photos today, making sure everything looks perfect for tomorrow. And yeah, so I'm gonna go down and check on that and just make sure everything's good. And I'm very excited. I was also very anxious and nervous and it was causing my stomach to flare up a little bit, but I'm feeling much better now, keeping my diet very simple, as you saw by my breakfast, which is, not the most delicious food in the world, but soon enough I'll be able to go back to more normal eating, just because I finished the antibiotics last week and my gut microbiome is totally depleted. I want to be really careful about eating foods that are high FODMAP or just a little bit difficult to digest because of the post-antibiotic, gut microbiome. So yeah, that should improve in the coming weeks or so as I start implementing more foods and building up my good bacteria. So that's why I'm eating like that. It's been a little bit of a challenge in Venice, but not too hard. There's a lot of gluten-free options in Venice, actually, just because it's such a touristy city that they accommodate a lot of allergies. And yeah, fish and potatoes is also a huge staple here, and that's very easy for me to eat. So that's what I've been going with most of the time. And other than that, we're staying at a friend's house, which is amazing. So we have a kitchen and can cook most of what we want to eat. So not too difficult. So now I'm just gonna head down to the studio and just check everything out. Hi guys, so we made it back to Milan. We had an amazing weekend in Venice. It was really crazy. A lot to do, running around every single day, 12-hour days, one after the other. But the event was really wonderful. I'm so proud of my husband for doing this event and putting everything together and just making such a beautiful exhibition for Iran and showcasing his father's work. It was just so special and amazing. I'm glad I could be a part of it and support him. So now I'm back home. I'm back in my normal routine for a while, which is nice. I actually felt fine the whole time in Venice because I was eating pretty carefully. I basically just went for gluten-free stuff and then obviously added on the other kind of gastritis safe foods. So breakfast I mostly made myself at home, but then for dinner, if we went out, I would get some sort of risotto dish without garlic, or I would get some cicchetti, which is like the common kind of bar snacks they have in Venice, but they have some gluten-free ones. A couple different places I went to, I saw they had like little cakes made of pumpkin and potato that were really, really delicious. So I snacked on a bunch of those. And obviously in Venice, seafood is the big thing. So I had a lot of fish and potatoes. So it was overall pretty easy to eat like a low FODMAP gastritis friendly diet while in Venice. I was very surprised. I obviously didn't drink or have a spritz or anything like that. But I didn't have any. I had one night where I had kind of a heavier pasta, gluten-free pasta, and that didn't sit well with my stomach. But the other nights I felt great. So overall, it was a success. I'm happy to be home, and I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Yeah, I love taking you along for all my travels, and there will be many more trips to Venice and to other parts of Italy this year as my husband is doing exhibitions all over the country. So I'm excited to take you along for that and also take you along for the rest of my healing journey, which I hope is coming to a close very soon. So I'll keep you posted on that. I'm still doing a couple more weeks of a low FODMAP diet just to ensure that the SIBO is gone. And then I will start reintegrating gluten and more dairy. I actually did have some dairy, but I'm not too worried about it. It was Parmesan cheese, which is a very low lactose, so not too worried about that. But I will start reintroducing some more foods, more variety over the next few weeks, which I'm excited about because it's been kind of boring. So with that, I'm going to close out the vlog here. I will see you guys next week. Bye.